Nervous? Do you get nervous? We know the contestants get nervous. Do you guys?
I get nervous, very nervous, but I try to not think about how many people are watching and just pretend that it's just this room and we're having a little party, and at the end of it someone's going to win a record deal.
Do you think we've got a strong lineup?
I think this is one of the strongest, if not the strongest final we've ever had. I think every single one of them could absolutely do something, have a career and be successful.
What about you, Gavin?
Yeah, I agree. So, I mean, well, I don't know much about the other years, but I think these are really good, great singers and good acts, and I want to see them just... The main thing is they fulfill their potential on the night, and that they leave here feeling like they did justice to themselves. The worst thing would be to after all the work they put in, is to in any way trip before the final fence of the Grand National. You know what I mean? They want to get them all over, and then it goes to the great British public to decide what's going to happen with this record deal. But really, they all deserve to have careers, so let's see what they do after The Voice.
Now, Gavin, we thought you had an incredible series. Are you a little bit disappointed you haven't got an act in the final?
Well, I mean, weirdly enough, everyone was like really sensitive towards me about it, but not so much. I mean, I felt worse for them, but at the same time, with like Truly and Max, who are my semi-finalists, they're so good that this was an incredible platform for them. They had an amazing time, and maybe it just didn't, the stars didn't align on that night, but that doesn't mean to say they're not at the start and they've got all the potential in the world, you know. It's not the last time we're going to hear them sing.
So what's been a highlight for you guys this series, would you say? Do you have one? Do you have several?
We've just...
Yeah. I'm getting a highlight.
Like, what's your highlight? Being asked what a highlight was. Go on.
I think mine was just seeing the way that the people that I chose to be on my team, that accepted to be on my team, and how we worked together and what we came up with collaboratively. And that was the funnest thing, to just be working upstairs with David Tench, to come down here, discuss the musical approach, and watch them do it, and then really work through the live to the rehearsals, the dress rehearsals. And then when you see them, you just feel happy for them that they acquit themselves really well. So that's the best journey for me.
I love the auditions, just purely because, I mean, I love all of it, but the auditions for me are exciting because I never know what's going to happen, and I get to just stand over there and scream and cheer or cry, whichever way it goes. And I was just saying this actually, but Gavin's song choices that he picked for Max, I absolutely loved, because you don't normally hear that type of song on this type of show. So I think it was brilliant.
Thank you.
I did particularly love Max. He was just very, very different for this kind of show, wasn't he?
He was just a fantastic frontman of a band that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, that's it. He's the best frontman ever, without a band. But he's going to have a band, and he's going to do great. So he's unstoppable, you know. And I think what he did is he really came out of a shell. When he came on, he sang "You Can Call Me Al," which is really, you know, Paul Simon's an incredible writer, but that's not the kind of stuff that I thought he should be singing. It wasn't as vibrant and as lively as he is when I met him afterwards. So it's through meeting him, talking to him, listening to him, I said, you're a young northern guy, you should be like proud of where you're from, and so we should give you stuff that represents your people.
Now, Emma, on Big Brother at the start, you always predict who you think the final winner might be. Yeah. Have you done that for this show?
We did winners' predictions on the V-Room, didn't we, last week? Do you remember we did an envelope?
Yes.
And I did write a prediction in there, but I went with rather than an act, I went with a team, because I didn't want to seem like I was picking favourites with the contestants.
It was so convenient that I didn't have anyone in it, because there's no favouritism with me.
So I picked the coach that I thought had the winner, rather than the winner.
And present company accepted, obviously. Which coach do you think has had a really good journey this series?
I think Gavin had a fantastic, and I'm not just saying that because he's here, but I think Gavin's team was absolutely fantastic. And I think Jennifer's team is shit hot. Can we say that? We just said it.
Just don't cut the hot off.
Yes! Oh my God!
Edit.